This week, Uber bought the last mile of 99 cities. IKEA took the living room, Uniqlo took the closet. Now Uber comes for the table. That's the news. But I want to ask the other question, not what was bought, what was left off the list, because there's 100th city, and it isn't missing from the map because it hasn't been built yet. It's missing because nobody has looked. Let me tell you where it is. Every large platform has two kinds of edge it can't make money on. The first is the edge of time, the elderly. They order slowly, they don't scroll past advertisements. For them, the interface isn't a convenience, it's a wall. The second is the edge of space, the low-density district, the city on the water, opened and closed by the tide. Now both of those look like problems. Slow customers, thin margins, unpredictable access. But notice what they actually have in common. They both resist fast time. The elder has a rhythm. The tide has a rhythm. Neither of them fits inside a system built on the promise of always on. And that resistance, that's not a defect. That's where a different city becomes possible. Here's what I mean. Uber's delivery flows one way, from the city to the person. The person is the end of the line, the terminus. So turn it around. The delivery arrives. It arrives with a hello, and then it leaves, carrying that person's work back to the land city. Now, the person receiving isn't the end of consumption. They're the origin of production. What makes that possible is a carrier for whom slowness isn't a loss. In Sim Eternal City, that carrier is a robot, the body of the city and the hand of the retired person at the same time. But that raises the real question. What does the elder actually make? Not a trinket, not a craft item for a gift shop. Judgment. A future city tests constantly. It has to. And only someone who has lived a long time can tell you what's actually worth using. Which story carries meaning? Which idea will hold up in 10 years and which one is just noise? The machine collects and carries. The living person knows what matters, which means age isn't a weakness here. It's a credential. It's a form of labor that renews instead of accumulating, and for that reason, it's never replaced. So here's where we land. Uber layers advertising on top of delivery. That's the business model. Volume, then attention, then revenue. This city layers relationship on top of delivery. That's the 100th city, not the one nobody bought. The one nobody has seen, already standing on relationships registered in its own name. This is bcd-W weekend. Every future city story here is written on the Sim Eternal City storytelling framework, which begins with a question no master plan answers. What happens to a city when the water rises and the people are old? The framework and the further reading are at bcd-W.xyz/Sim Eternal City. I'm Paul. See you next weekend.